Welcome back to Biology on Earth. We are discussing evolution. So in this video I am going to discuss about the theories of evolution. So first theory of evolution was given by Lamarck. So it is called the Lamarckism. Now Lamarck, who is a French biologist who wrote a book in 1809. The name of book is Philosophie Zoologique. In this book he explained the two type of theories of evolution. First is called the theory of use and disuse, and second is called the theory of inheritance of acquired traits. So there are different assumptions of Lamarckism or theories of Lamarck. First is called the ecological conditions cause the development of new needs, or we can say new needs they develop in organism in reaction to changing environment. If the environment of individual it get changed, the individual's needs and its various characteristics they change in the influence of this environment. So for example, if the organism is living in certain environmental conditions, but if the environmental conditions they get changed, it leads to the need and habits of organism which also get changed with the influence of this changing conditions. This lead to change in organs and their structure. That means the modification of existing organs to adjust in this environmental conditions, and this leads to the appearance of new organisms. Second assumption is theory of use and disuse. The constant use of certain organs increase its efficiency and the size of that particular organ. Now, example is the long neck of modern giraffe which is present here. But the ancestors of this giraffe, they have short neck. But as the food becomes scarce, they try to get food which is present on the on the higher branches of tree. They used to stretch their necks. This leads to increase in neck of giraffe. Second है theory of disuse. इसका मतलब है if the organ is not in use for a longer duration, it will be degenerated. As in cave fish. Cave fish are blind. Quoted the example of cave fish which is blind because their ancestor they had lived for longer generations or for several generations in dark conditions. That's why their eyes get degenerated and ultimately it become blind. So this is the example, and it is proved wrong because of eyesight of humans decrease with the age. As we are getting age, our eyesight become weaken and weaken. But if this theory is correct, the eyesight should be improved with the age. Then third assumption is inheritance of acquired characters. All that has been acquired during the lifetime of an organism due to the direct and indirect influence of environment is get preserved and it is inherited to their offsprings. So this is the second generation. So second generation also acquires some traits during their lifetime, so it get passed to their third generation, and this is how the generation after generation the inheritance of characters which result in the appearance of a totally new species. But this is disapproved by the Weismann. He took an experiment in which he cut out the tail of mice, and he saw in the next generation the tail reappear. He do same experiment for 26 generations, and what he see, tail is still present in mice. So if this is correct, that is the traits which are acquired during the lifetime of an individual, if they pass to the next generation, then why the tail of mice isn't disappeared? So this is proved wrong by the Weismann. So Weismann proposed the acquired characters they could be somatic. If they are somatic, they are not inherited to next generation, but if they are in germ plasm, they could inherit it to next generation, as in case of inherited mutations. First are called the inherited mutations, the mutations which individual get from its parents. Second are called the acquired mutations which develop during the lifetime of an individual. For example, the long exposure to UV radiation develops some mutations in DNA which are called the acquired mutations. So the inherited mutations they pass to the next generation, and but the acquired mutations, if they are present in the somatic cells, then there is no chance to pass to the next generation. But if they are present in germline cells, then it could pass to the next generation. So here the two type of cells are present in our body. First are called the somatic cell. All the cells of body are called the somatic cells. Second are the germ cells. Germ cells are egg and sperm. if during the development of egg and sperm certain type of mutations they get developed, there is chance that they get passed to the next generation. If then second theory of evolution was given by the Charles Robert Darwin, and this is much acceptable theory of evolution. Darwin was an English biologist. In 1859 he wrote a book, Origin of Species, in which he explained the evolution by natural selection. So evolution occurred by the way of natural selection. There are the different assumptions of this theory. First is the all species they have high reproductive potential, means they produce large number of offsprings. If the offsprings are in large number, the space is in limited amount, or we can say the natural resource they are always in limited amount. So this limited resource leads to the competition among the individual of different species, which is called the interspecific competition, and the individuals of same species, which is called the intraspecific competition. Now in the population of any individuals, all the individuals are not same. Even two individuals they show some type of variation, and much of these variations are heritable in nature, means they pass to next generation. Then survival of fittest and natural selection. Natural selection always favor the individuals which are having more survivorship, or which are having high rate of survival, which are highly fitted individuals and have large reproductive potential. So natural selection favor these individuals over the individuals which are having low reproductive potential, low survival rate and low fitness. Then origin of new species by the natural selection. So variations are the raw material for evolutions. Some type of variations they are heritable permanently, and another type of variations they are heritable temporarily. Everlasting struggle allow the organisms to develop variation which must be beneficial for the better adaptation in order to survive in particular habitat. For example, in the beaks of Darwin finches, these variations lead to the modification in the beak of Darwin finches, and their beak size and shape get changed by the natural selection which occurred over time and according to difference in habitat and the food resources in particular habitat. So Darwin finches are the small birds which have 14 species, and these 14 species they develop over time with the help of evolution, with the help of natural selection. First of all, these finches they move to the island which is called the Galapagos archipelago. Means archipelago का मतलब होता है जब several islands जो है एक जगह पे ग्रुप में प्रेजेंट होते हैं, ऐसे हम बोलते हैं आर्कीपेलेगो. जो गालापैगो आर्कीपेलेगो था, इस पे बहुत सारी जो फिंचेस हैं ये मूव की, और ये सारी जो फिंचेस हैं ये एक ही स्पीशीज की थी. अब कोई वो इस आइलैंड पे है, कोई इस आइलैंड पे चली गई, दूसरे आइलैंड पे चली गई. इस तरीके से जब ये डिफरेंट आइलैंड्स में चली गई तो यहाँ पे हर एक आइलैंड में जो हैबिटेट है वो डिफरेंट है, फूड रिसोर्सेज डिफरेंट है. तो इसके हिसाब से जो इनका बीक साइज है और बीक का शेप है ये चेंज हो गया, एंड दिस चेंज हैपन विद द नेचुरल सिलेक्शन. मीन्स हमने अभी देखा कि जो एक स्पीशीज हैं उनमें जितने भी इंडिविजुअल हैं उनमें वेरिएशन होती है. तो सपोज कि कुछ ऐसी फिंचेस थी जो कि ऐसे आइलैंड पे थी जहाँ पे स्मॉल सीड्स प्रेजेंट थे, तो स्मॉल सीड्स के लिए स्मॉल उनकी बीक होनी चाहिए. अब इनमें इस पॉपुलेशन में मीन सेम स्पीशीज में कुछ ऐसे इंडिविजुअल्स थे जिनके पास लार्ज बीक्स हैं और कुछ के पास स्मॉल बीक्स हैं. तो नेचुरल सिलेक्शन जो है वो स्मॉल बीक्स वाले इंडिविजुअल्स को प्रेफर करेगी, सिलेक्ट करेगी, तो उनकी पॉपुलेशन इस आइलैंड में इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. इस तरीके से अब जो लार्ज बीक वाले हैं वो इस आइलैंड से बिल्कुल या इस हैबिटेट से बिल्कुल एक्सक्लूड हो जाएंगे. तो इस तरीके से जो नेचुरल सिलेक्शन है ये फेवर करती है एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप के इंडिविजुअल को जिसका कि सर्वाइवलशिप बहुत ज़्यादा हो, जिसका रिप्रोडक्टिव पोटेंशियल ज़्यादा हो, और जो एक पर्टिकुलर इन्वायरमेंट में जहाँ चेंजिंग इन्वायरमेंट में अपने आप को रख सके, सर्वाइव मोड में रख सके. सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल इज लॉन्ग नेक ऑफ मॉडर्न जिराफ. तो इन्होंने डार्विन ने एक्सप्लेन किया था कि जो एक कम्युनिटी होती है या एक पॉपुलेशन होती है इसमें इंडिविजुअल्स में वेरिएशंस होती हैं. अब सपोज कि क्या हुआ कि ये जो जिराफ्स की पॉपुलेशन है इसमें कुछ की नेक लॉन्ग है और कुछ इंडिविजुअल्स की नेक जो है ये शॉर्ट है. तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि जब फूड स्कार्सिटी का टाइम आया, मीन्स फूड बिल्कुल खत्म हो गया और जो हायर ब्रांचेस थी इन पे लीव्स थे, तो अब क्या हुआ कि जो लॉन्ग नेक वाले जिराफ हैं इनका सर्वाइवल बढ़ गया, क्योंकि ये फूड को रीच कर सकते थे, फूड को कंज्यूम कर सकते थे, लेकिन शॉर्ट नेक वाले कंज्यूम नहीं कर सकते थे। तो नेचुरल सिलेक्शन ने किसको सिलेक्ट किया? लॉन्ग नेक वाले जिराफ को, और शॉर्ट नेक वाले सारे एक्सक्लूड हो गए। और जो लॉन्ग नेक वाले हैं इन्होंने, इनका रिप्रोडक्टिव फिटनेस हाई हो गया। और सेकेंडली लेमार्क ने इसको एक्सप्लेन किया था कि जब फूड की स्कार्सिटी होती थी तो जिराफ जो है अपनी नेक को स्ट्रेच करते थे, तो जब स्ट्रेच करते थे जनरेशंस में ऐसे स्ट्रेचिंग चलती रही, तो ये जो कैरेक्टर है, ये जो स्ट्रेचिंग वाला ट्रेट है, ये इनहेरिटेड ट्रेट बन गया और नेक्स्ट जनरेशन में पास हुआ, जिसके साथ कि नेक की एनलार्जमेंट हो गई। लेकिन अकॉर्डिंग टू डार्विन जो नेचुरल सिलेक्शन है, इसने जो लॉन्ग नेक वाले जिराफ हैं इनको फेवर किया, सो इनका नंबर increase हो गया. And so this is all about the theories of evolution. If you have any type of query regarding this topic, you can ask me in comment section, and if you find the content useful, please like and share the video and subscribe to my channel Biology on Earth.